Good evening, everyone. Welcome and thank you for being here and those who are tuning in remotely. I call to order the special closed session of the Mayor and City Council. Ms. City Clerk, please take the roll call.
Councilmember Sanchez is absent at the moment. Councilmember Ibarra is absent at the moment. Councilmember Figueroa.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem. Here. Councilmember Reynoso.
Here.
Councilmember Calvin.
Present.
Councilmember Alexander.
Here.
And Mayor Tran. Here. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to public comments. We have two public comment speakers. First is Paula Plunk, followed by Dr. Treasurer Ortiz.
Good evening, Council. Mayor Tran. Phones down, eyes up. We have taken the time again to speak on an extremely important decision, the seating of the interim and CM of this city. And we will never again, never be treated like garbage, like we were in the last closed session meeting about this hiring. You chose ego over ethics and insolence over integrity. Shame on you. All eyes are upon you. You need to remember that. Teddy, oh look, not here. Pornhub or Grubhub, when he turned his chair away and got on his phone. Please do tell, you treat the dice, Teddy, and your seated democracy like you are at a bar, picking and choosing who your next victim is to perpetrate your hate on. You better tuck it, young apprentice. Just tuck it. The community is demanding, yes, demanding now, that the CM will walk in a redefine this chair with grace and dignity and will know the value of the community, not the paycheck. No more professional grifters, Council. That ship has sailed. The position of the interim CM and CM will be held to the highest standards of these traits that this Council lacks in volumes. Traits from a community of character. Lazy and rude government is not acceptable any longer, Councilman and Mayor Tran. The city charter, no matter how flawed, will be treated with care, not fodder, to shut down and marginalize the good works we the people have fought so hard for these many years. This position will be held with honor, not excitement for the $20,000 a month payout. The job description and hiring process will be held to the following traits. The community is no longer begging or asking. We are now demanding that it be done with all transparency and in a good faith effort. The interim CM will begin to create a community culture foundationally set with goodwill and good values for those that will serve, not service the whims and the wants of the councilmen on this dice. The traits are accountability. It might be a new concept, but there is no other choice. Responsibility, duty to those they serve and to the city charter. Honesty, be honest and trustworthy in making decisions for all the people of San Bernardino, not just the councilmen that will look for favor. Wow, thanks, Teddy. Respect. Know the job and then turn toward the people and respect the journey of the people to push this city forward. Self-discipline means you mind your own business, stay out the SMPs, and do the people's work, not the wants and desires plus promises never to be fulfilled by council and the mayor. Integrity. Have a strong moral value and stick to them. Do not use the position for any kind of predatory purposes. And finally, compassion. It's been so long since any CM held this quality, it might be mind-bending, but this is what San Bernardino deserves. Thank you for your attention. Thanks, Teddy, for showing up.
Thank you, Ms. Pluck. Next is Dr. Treasurer Ortiz.
Good evening, Council, and Happy New Year. I wanted to come tonight because this is a very important moment for this new body in this new year, because half of you weren't able to choose a last city manager, and that had always been a moment of contention for direction. But in this moment, the interim is just as valuable as our permanent. And what you will do in the course of this year is select 2 people to manage this city. And quite honestly, in the community, people are worried. They don't see leadership. They don't look to the city and see anybody in this current moment that can lead us inside. They see a new handful of directors, as they always have, as Fred knows over his 14 years, in the revolving door of administration. They don't feel like there's anybody that's going to lead us in the direction of which you guys have chosen. Downtown mall redevelopment, making sure that housing and homelessness is at the forefront of policy, making sure that the city finances are in order. That's a big deal. It's a big deal with your new administration. Madam Mayor, this is huge for you. This is your moment. The playbook, which is so vital to the future investments of this city, and no one's at the helm. So tonight, what I ask you as a resident, as someone who spent 10 years, a decade inside of city halls, and now on this outside, is that you please use that equal consideration, that someone comes here with strong ethics and a good institutional knowledge of city government. This isn't a placeholder. This is someone who can move policy forward in implementation. Someone that will listen to the direction of council, but will be strong because they've had strong qualifications and experience somewhere else with large projects, homelessness, housing authorities, intergovernment relationships. Please, I beg of you, take your time tonight, but make a good and fast decision. Rob's gone Monday, and we don't have anyone else there. Be quick, be swift, but be ethical and strong in your decisions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ortiz. Ms. City Clerk.
We do not have any remote comments, but I do have one ADA accommodation from Mr. Tim Duran. He says, first of all, congratulations to Helen Tran. Hope you do the city proud and not be paid off like John was. And some of the council are those who are always kissing John blank. Teddy, Fred, Juan, don't take anything from them. Helen, I nominate Treasurer Ortiz for Assistant City Manager.
Thank you. At this time, we will convene. Good evening. There is no reportable action at this time. And the next joint regular meeting of the Mayor and City Council and the Mayor and City Council acting as the successor agency to the Redevelopment Agency will be held on January 18th, 2022 at the Feldheim Central Library located at 555 West 6th Street, San Bernardino, California, 92401. Closed session will begin at 5:30 p.m. and open session will begin at